Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, A Disney Bride's Diary. So today's video is going to be our Miami Heat game fan experience. And what that means is I'm going to be showing you some of the game that we experienced, where we parked, all the food that we ate, and so much more. So stay tuned. We decided to park in the Miami-Dade campus garage parking because we did have a parking pass for that. Now that's a couple of blocks away from Bayside and the Kaseya Center. On our way to the Kaseya Center, we came across that little robot that delivers food, and it was super cute. So as you can see here, this is Bayside and we're making our way around. We had a little bit of time before the game, so we decided to explore Bayside. Now in Bayside, they have tons of restaurants. They also have a food court area. If you don't really want a formal sit-down dinner, you can just go and grab some, let's say, bourbon chicken and rice with peas in the food court area. Now it's so beautifully decorated this time of the year. They also do have that large Ferris wheel that you can ride as well. And this little area here is called Pier 5. They do sell drinks there at that bar area. Also hot dogs, as you can see. And they also have this cute Casa Italia Ristorante. Here is the menu. You can always pause it if you want to see what items they have on the menu and how much it costs. But there are so many picture opportunities, as you can see here. And I'll be showing you this cute little fountain area. It says, "When life gives you lemons." They also have a Vespa, it looks like, to the left there if you want to have some picture opportunities. And then over here we have more of the dining area. And of course, when you're at Bayside, you have plenty of water views. Now there is a little other restaurant coming up that sells paella, more seafood items. They also have pasta, pizza as well. Of course, they have Victoria's Secrets. They have plenty of shops at Bayside. You have the Croc store. You also have, I believe, Hooters for wings. I'm not sure if it's still there, but... And there is Kaseya Center in all of its beauty, overlooking all of the condos and buildings. Coming up, I'll also be showing you the area that we were seated in and what row we sat in. I absolutely loved our seats. For $50 a person, I felt like they were really good and close up. And I'm just showing you the proximity here of where Bayside is compared to the Kaseya Center. So you can park also in the Bayside parking lot. Normally parking is $20, but this was the night before Thanksgiving, so parking in the Bayside parking garage was $50. They also have other parking lots across from Bayside that you don't necessarily have to park in the actual Bayside garage, but I don't know how much the parking is in those little parking lot areas. So here we are going through the metal detectors. Of course, if you bring a purse, it has to be a certain amount of dimensions to be able to bring it in. I'm sorry, I don't have those dimensions for you, but I did bring like a small clear clutch just in case they needed clear bags. But you can always go on the Miami Heat website or Google it, and it'll tell you what exactly those specifications are. So here we are making our way around. To the left is Salty Donut. Those donuts are delicious, so I've heard. I have not had them personally yet, but they do sell them there. They also have milkshake. They have quesadillas, guacamole, taco tomia. We decided to get chicken with churros, and you will see what I mean coming up. And it was super packed. I have not been to a Heat game in a while, and I forgot how packed it can get. But there are plenty of picture opportunities. You have the players over there in those little boxes. Now here's Skinny Louie. This is the milkshake bar. They have cookies and cream, choco brownie, and strawberry bliss. Those milkshakes are $12 a piece. Over here they have the Bacardi bar. Apparently this seating is, they have bar seats where you can eat at the same time. I didn't know that existed, but apparently it does. They have couches that you can sit on. And then along the way, they have Miami Heat pop-up stores. I'm also going to be showing you the main Miami Heat store. I'll be showing you the entrance of it. It was just too packed to be able to do like a complete store walkthrough. But I love this Bernie sweater here that says Go Heat. Over here you have Court Culture, the actual Court Culture shop, which is more urbanized Miami Heat gear. Which honestly, I kind of like the Court Culture gear more than the regular Miami Heat gear. Over here you have tenders and fries at Chicken Chow. This is where we came to get our chicken and churros. While we were waiting in line, I decided to show what was across. These are hot dogs. So our chicken and churros meal was $25. It came with sweet and spicy chicken tenders on top of a bed of waffle fries, as well as those long churros sticking out. Now we had the options to have the chicken tenders plain with no sauce or with that sweet and spicy sauce. And the sauce was delicious. So over here, the Miami Heat were playing against the Milwaukee Bucks. And Tyler Hero, this was his first game back in the game after having, I believe it was ankle surgery. Now we were in section 327, row 4, and we had the end seats, I believe seats 1, 2, and 3. And this is the view from my iPhone 17 Pro Max. You can actually zoom in very well and see things pretty good. And here we are, we're waiting for the game to start. Now, I'd have to say I had no complaints about the area that we were sitting in. You do have the 400 section up above, so it wasn't necessarily the nosebleed seats, even though nosebleed seats aren't necessarily bad either. But I felt like this section was pretty nice, and I love my end seats, especially if you have toddler children or kids in general. It's just easier to have that quick access and not be in the middle of everyone. Eric Spoelstra's over there. And then you have the players, of course, getting ready, warming up. Now, the Miami Heat have all the theatrics in the beginning of the game. You're going to have fire shooting up. You're going to have loud noises. So keep that in mind if you have little ones. We brought our headphones for our toddler because he is sensitive to some of these loud noises. So just keep that in mind. And it's super cool. Every time they announced one of the players, they had the fire flames shooting up. Now, I would have to say with the Heat games, there is so much energy and it is fun throughout the whole game. And you can see those flames that I'm talking about there. So if you have the chance to go and see a Miami Heat game, it doesn't matter where you sit, you're going to feel that action. And it was pretty cool because you're going to see up ahead, our section was given these little glow sticks. And it was kind of like a disco type feel. And they just have different little things along the way in the games where you take out your cell phone cameras and you're dancing to the music. So they make sure to keep you entertained all the way through. So you're definitely getting your money's worth. Now, I'd have to say this game, Tyler Hero was killing it. He was scoring a lot. I looked at one point and he had 29 points scored, the most out of the whole team. Over here you have the DJ in this little section here with the Miami Heat girls saying let's go Heat. And they hype up the game, like I said, the whole way through. And I'm going to go ahead and let a little bit of the game play, and then I will continue narrating if something new comes along. And you can see here they were celebrating Stranger Things, calling it Stranger Thanksgiving, because Stranger Things Part, I think 3 came out on Netflix. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And I'll let more of the game play. So during halftime, we decided to get up and explore more of the stores. They do have a kids-specific store. You can see here it's called Heat Kids. They do have babies onesies, Disney-themed ones as well. They have jerseys. The kids' jerseys are going to run you about $70. They also have the matching shorts. I didn't see the price of that, but they also have basketballs and some other little Miami Heat memorabilia, stuffed animals, some chains, some pretty cool things. Now this was, I believe, if you make your own personalized jersey. I love how it has it on the, what is this, on the machine belt going through. Forgot the name of that, conveyor belt. And then I'm just showing you more of the food selections. They have acai bowls if you're wanting a more healthier feel during the game. Let's Go Heat over here. And then I'm going to be showing you the entrance of the main store coming up. There it is right there. But it was just too hectic inside the actual store, so I opted out of recording all of that there. But anyways, guys, coming up, you will see how our section was given these little wands temporarily to wave them around during a little disco moment. And you'll be seeing that up ahead. Over here is where everyone took out their cell phone lights and swung it to the music. And there we are with our little wands. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay magical.
Izquierda, derecha, izquierda, derecha, izquierda, derecha, izquierda, derecha, izquierda, derecha.